Section 0 of the Romance of Modern Mechanism. This is a Librivox recording. All Librivox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit Librivox.org. The Romance of Modern Mechanism by Archibald Williams. Introduction. In the beginning, a man depended for his subsistence entirely upon his own efforts, or upon those of his immediate relations and friends. Life was very simple in those days, luxury being unknown, and necessity the factor which guided man's actions at every turn. With infinite labor he ground a flint, till it assumed the shape of a rough arrowhead, to be attached to a reed and shot into the heart of some wild beast as soon as he had approached close enough to be certain of his quarry. The meat thus obtained he seasoned with such roots and herbs as nature provided, a poor and scanty choice. Presently he discovered that certain grains supported life much better than roots, and he became an agriculturalist. But the grain must be ground, so he invented a simple mill, a small stone worked by hand over a large one. And when this method proved too tedious, he so shaped the stone's surfaces that they touched at all points, and added handles by which the upper stone could be revolved. With the discovery of bronze, and many centuries later of iron, his workshop equipment rapidly improved. He became an expert boat and house builder, and multiplied weapons of offence and defence. Gradually separate crafts arose. One man no longer depended on his individual efforts, but was content to barter his own work for the products of another man's labor, because it became evident that specialization promoted excellence of manufacture. A second great step in advance was the employment of machinery, which, when once fashioned by hand, saved an enormous amount of time and trouble. The pump, the blowing bellows, the spinning wheel, the loom, but all had to be operated by human effort, sometimes replaced by animal power. With the advent of the steam engine, all industry bounded forward again. First harnessed by Watt, giant steam has become a commercial and political power. Everywhere, in mill and factory, locomotive, ship, it has increased the products which lend ease and comfort to modern life. It is the great ally of invention, and the ultimate agent for transporting men and material from one point on the earth's surface to another. Try as we may, we cannot escape from our environment of mechanism, unless we are content to revert to the loincloth and spear of the savage. Society has become so complicated that the utmost efforts of an individual are, after all, confined to a very narrow groove. The days of the jack-of-all-trades are over. Success in life, even bare sustenance, depends on the concentration of one's faculties upon a very limited daily routine. "Let the cobbler stick to his last," is a maxim which carries an ever-increasing force. The better to realize how dependent we are on the mechanisms controlled by the 1,001 classes of workmen, let us consider the surroundings, possessions, and movements of the average well-to-do business man. At 7 o'clock he wakes, and instinctively feels beneath his pillow for his watch, a most marvelous assemblage of delicate parts shaped by wonderful machinery. Before stepping into his bath he must turn a tap, itself a triumph of mechanical skill. The razor he shaves with, the mirror which helps him in the operation, the very brush and soap, all are machine-made. With his clothes he adds to the burden of his indebtedness to mechanism. The power loom spans the linen for his shirts, the cloth for his outer garments. Shirts and collars are glossy from the treatment of the steam laundry, where machinery is rampant. His boots, kept shapely by machine-made
Sample complete. Ready to continue?